LG has announced its 2022 lineup of OLED TVs, from the A2 to Z2, especially the new 42-inch C2 model. We have a lot to cover, so let's get into it. LG unveils the 2022 OLED TV lineup, from the 42-inch C2 to the 97-inch G2 and brighter panels. Hi friends, and welcome to Victor's Reality. News from Flat Panels HD, LG is expanding its OLED lineup in 2022 with smaller and larger sizes. Now ranging from 42 to 97 inches, C2 will get OLED EVO panels while G2 will get even brighter panels. So let's talk about what LG is offering for 2022. The LG 2022 lineup consists of the A2, B2, C2, G2, and Z2 models that will replace last year's A1, B1, C1, G1, and Z1. LG will continue to focus mainly on 4K resolution, with the only 8K option being on the Z2 line. The biggest development in 2022 is that LG is adding new sizes. The C2 will be available in a new smaller 42-inch version and top out at 83 inches, where the G2 will be available in larger sizes compared to 2021, an 83-inch model and a larger 97-inch size with 4K resolution. Another new development is that the G2 will get OLED EVO with brightness booster, which represents a new brighter panel with a heatsink, aka like Sony with their A90J TV. We hear that it should hit above 1000 nits in peak brightness under certain conditions that remain unspecified at this time. I wonder what those certain conditions are, as sustained brightness stability is the most important thing when you increase these brightness levels. LG C2 will get the OLED EVO panel but without brightness booster and should hit up to 900 nits in peak brightness under certain conditions. Unfortunately, however, the 42 and 48-inch C2 models will not feature the EVO panel, but will include everything else. The A2 and B2 will use the regular OLED panel. The G2 has LG's gallery design that lets you mount it flush to the wall. Feet are optional. Both C2 and G2 will have a slimmer screen bezel, 6mm in 2022 versus 10.2mm from last year's 2021 panel, which suggests that both models use LG's 2022 OLED EX panel. The difference most likely comes down to the heatsink used in the G2 for that brightness booster feature. Some of these improvements will reach OLED TVs from other brands, and LG will face renewed competition in the segment this year, as Samsung Display is planning to start production of its QD OLED panels for its partners also. LG has been a leader in the global premium TV market for 9 years, according to analyst firm Omdia. Here you can see a picture of all OLED TVs announcing at CES, while the OLED 42-inch C2 looking mighty fine for your PC monitor replacement. New features for 2022 also include the LG C2, G2, and Z2 will feature an upgraded Alpha Gen 5 processor with improved Dynamic Tone Mapping Pro and the company's latest AI video and audio processing features. The A2 and B2 will once again use a scaled-down Alpha 7 G5 video processor. Here's hoping that the Alpha 9 Gen 5 processor has improved smooth motion gaming. As you know, we love that here on the channel, and it would be awesome to test out on the C2 once that arrives here on Victor's Reality. All models except the A2, which is still a 50-60 Hz panel, will come with all the features that you've come to expect from LG OLED TV, meaning HDMI 2.1, 4K 120Hz and VRR, game dashboard, filmmaker mode, Dolby Vision, and Dolby Atmos. The latest version of WebOS, now referred to as WebOS 22, introduces user profiles to let users set up fast access to their favorite streaming services and get tailored content recommendations based on your viewing history. In addition, the C2 and G2 will have room-to-room sharing, which requiring a firmware update in the future for viewing cable and satellite TV on other TVs at home. The LG G2 features Always Ready to turn your screen into a digital canvas for showcasing artwork, keeping track of time, or playing some music with a push of a button on the remote control. A new LG Fitness app will give users access to the HIIT workouts, stretching, and meditation, among others. LG also has announced plans to support Matter in its 2022 TVs. Matter is a new industry standard for the smart home that will be cross-compatible across brands and platforms. Besides LG, Matter is backed by major players such as Amazon, Apple, and Google. Matter will require a firmware update in the future that is scheduled to be released in the second half of 2022. LG TVs recently gained support from Google Stadia and GeForce Now game streaming services. These will of course be available in the 2022 LG OLED TVs. LG highlighted that its OLED TVs deliver 1 millisecond in response time. Game features like HDMI VRR and AMD FreeSync can be controlled from the Game Optimizer menu in the TVs. There is no mention of DTS audio support as of yet. We have heard that at least some of LG's new models will support Wi-Fi 6, but we are chasing for more information. information. We are also chasing details on the VVC decoding, and once more information is available, I will bring that to you here on Victor's Reality. There is also an OLED care menu with panel optimization, diagnosis, and self-care features. One of the options is Kids Care. You can also engage logo brightness reduction, among other features. Any way to help you avoid the OLED burn-in is always welcome. A new floor stand for the 42 and 48-inch C2 models can be purchased separately. LG's 2022 OLED models will launch in spring 2022. Pricing details will be announced later. So what's my take, friends? Everything sounds beautiful for LG. The only issue I see here, the much expected 42-inch C2 panel does not come with brightness booster. As you can see, there is a picture with LG OLED Evo that Flat Panels HD is stating is the 42-inch. As you can see with its stand, that is the 42-inch stand. And it also says here that the 42 and 48-inch C2 models will not feature the Evo panel, but it shows it with the picture. So maybe there's some miscommunication here. Just wanted to bring that to your attention. Even if it does have, what I think they're saying is it does have the Evo panel, but it does not have the brightness boosters. Hence why you're seeing the picture with the Evo name, but it doesn't have that brightness booster, which would include that heatsink. So that's what I've been able to see. Why would they show LG OLED Evo on the 42-inch stand, which that is the 42-inch model, but not be an Evo panel? The feature with brightness booster must be including a heatsink, so the C2 lineup will not be getting brightness booster. That is reserved for the Evo line, much closer in terms to Sony's line of OLEDs that increase brightness. But then again, stating here that the bezels are almost 50% smaller, hence meaning that the EX panel may be in these TVs. So that 30% increase in brightness plus the representation of the heatsink might make it seem a lot better in terms of brightness than last year's models. But we will wait and see once they are released and once more people get them in their hands and can review them and give us all that information. As you know, this year is the year of OLED on this channel, and I have my eyes set on the 42-inch C2 to compete here against my other PC monitors. I'm still waiting to see what Samsung announces with their new Neo QLED lineup, but the 55-inch OLED C2 versus a new Samsung Neo QLED 55-inch TV would be amazing, and it's something for you to look out here on Victor's Reality. So friends, I hope you found this video helpful. If you did find it helpful, please leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on that notification bell so you never miss out on a future LG OLED C2 42-inch monitor video. I'll see you guys next time.